Okay, we are live. This is the Giant Defy Advance SL. So we're just trying to get some information on this bike. The new Defy 2019's come out. I don't think this is it. We're going to see. So that's the Giant. I think that we're along the wrong thing here. Let's go Giant Bikes Japan, and we'll see what we can find here. The Giant website, because the Giant Bikes Japan generally put the weights on this. So we're going to look at the weights. We're going to select location. So just bear with us for a minute there. Let me just pick the bat in the cave. And we're going to go to Giant Japan here. We're going to go straight to bikes. I'm making this live from here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And I have co-host here, Natasha, who's all just scrolling on the phone right next to me here. And we have the Defy right next to me here. We have the Defy, alright? So we're going to go to the new color. Looks like they've ditched the SL version. Alright, so, oh wow. That color's interesting. Is this the new one? Is this the new Defy? No, this is the old one. That's an interesting color, isn't it? Where's the new one? Where's the 2019? I don't see it yet. It's got a new swanky handlebar on there. So I don't see it yet. So it looks like it's not in Japan yet. We'll just look at the weights, because if you want to look at the weight of a Giant bike, you just go to Giant Japan, I was told. Salvatore. Heads up on that one. 7.9 kilos. 7.4 kilos. So not a bad bike. Anyway, we're going to go to Giant Defy. Alright, so we've got the new Defy. Here we go here. The all new Defy Advance. So here we go. This looks like it. Hard to say. Is that Photoshop, that handlebar stem? I don't know. I sold thousands of Defies from my YouTube videos, from the feedback I've gotten. I do rate the Defy range. I am a fan. I do rate the range. Let's have a look here. So there's the new Ortega on there. The frame looks a little bit different. We have the Shop Now 2019 Defy. I like the Defy in the past because it represented a bike with endurance geometry, which was good for most people getting on a bike. A bit more stack height, a bit of a shorter reach, a bit more upright position, a bit more of an all-day bike. Typically, pretty lightweight frame and goes well with fatter tyres, 28mm tyres, which I recommend. The Continental GP4000S, the 28mm, big fan. So this is the new Defy. Let's have a look here what we've got here. So they've, so it's all discs. There's no, I mean, I would love a Defy with direct mount brakes. That would be really cool for the weight weenies. So it fits up to 32. But they're going just disc, and I rate discs. Disc brakes are better, but there is a slight weight penalty. So if you're chasing every second, then they could be a little bit. You might lose a couple of seconds in the climb. We're talking seconds here, not minutes. We're talking seconds. But if every second matters, then disc brakes can be an issue. So we have sizing up XS to XL. Come on, let's get this review going. Let's get some juice. Let's get this bike up on the thing. Where's the top end models? This is Giant US website. So here we go. So we're looking at the bike here. We can see that there's some sort of Aero-esque cable internal. Is that going to be a pain in the bum to service? I don't know. But interesting colours. Quite looks like also a new logo style there. Gloss. I don't mind the gloss. Gloss is easy to keep clean. This website's running a bit slow because we've got fast Wi-Fi here. Let's have a look at Giant Australia, see if they're going any faster. Alright, so we have the Advanced Pro, the Giant Australian website. Seems to be a bit faster than Giant US. So here we go, and we've got the updates. It's pretty amazing that Giant US doesn't have the latest product on there compared to Giant Australia. But then maybe Giant US aren't bringing in the top end. So anyway, this is the top end Giant Defy for 2019. $6,700. It is it DR2? Let's have a look. So yeah, it's DR2, the new RF7000 setup. And it's got a 34 cassette in the back. It does have a 5034 in the front with a power meter. Giant's new power meter. So interesting stuff there. I would, if this was my bike, I would straight away rip off that compact crankset and rip off those chain rings rather. But looks like those chain rings don't work with a 4630. So looks like you're stuck with a 5034, which is not a bad thing. But for these Defies, depends where you live. I'm living here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. The 4630 gearing for me is a better option because you can do more climbs than it. And Natasha, what do you think of the 3644? You like the 4630? I know a bit too much pet powder here.
Yeah, I do. I've only done one climb, so I can't really. I'm
The
not sure yet.
Yeah, I guess. But you haven't run out of gears yet, have you? In terms of climbing, you haven't been too bogged down, have you?
No, like it's. Yeah. I think it's great for the door, but.
Sensible gearing. Yeah, but I find that 4630 is going to be the new compact. Mark my words. Just like I said, giant bikes should put 5034s in their TCRs. Now they're doing that. Now Trek put all 5034s in their bikes. So yeah, even a 5011 is a big gear. I don't know many people in the world who really need a 5011, excluding Tour de France riders doing 100k an hour downhill. So 46, most people in the world, 4611 is more than they need. It's still more than they need. I mean, I didn't even spin out a 4611 on the flat, and I'm doing some of the fastest bunch rides in the world. So if I can get around a 4611 in the fastest bunch rides in the world on the flat, then anyway, I mean, if there's some downhills for sure. But I've never been dropped because of my 4611 on the flat. Anyway, enough trumpet blowing. This bike here, let's get zoom in on this one here. A little bit of a lag, a bit of a glitch. We've got the Giant Defy. So up to 32C tyres, it may fit. Here we go here. Oh, that's an interesting paint job. It looks pretty interesting. I like to see that in the flesh. Okay, so this power meter set up here, that's my first critique, is you can't put smaller chain rings on there. So instantly, that means it's a no-no for me. Even though it's probably a great product, the fact that you can't change smaller chain rings, that you're stuck with Shimano rings, for me is a deal breaker. So if this was my bike, I'd pull off that crankset, sell it, and put on a Shimano Dura-Ace R9100 with a Stages power meter and some 4630 absolute black rings. But then again, maybe, yeah, I don't think you can. It could be compatible, could not be. This is my initial honest opinions here. You come to me, I'm going to give you straight up, no fucking bullshit opinion. I'm not sponsored. I can give straight up. I am sponsored by some companies, but I'll give you my straight up opinion. What I love, what I hate about these bikes. Big fan of Giant bikes, as you know, over many years. Sold a lot of Giant bikes. Not sponsored by Giant. So anyway, we have that head, that stem up front. I'm like, what's the deal with that? I like it how you can no longer ride an uncut slam steerer. So I think bike manufacturers, this is my hunch, I haven't heard it, I just suspect it, that bike manufacturers are going for these schwanky, wanky, pretentious-esque stems as a hidden safety measure, because it looks like you can't have an uncut steerer with that stem. I could be totally wrong, but this whole uncut slam steerers is definitely a liability. And I've seen in many Giant bikes, many Cannondales, many Treks, people riding around S-Works and stuff, uncut slam steerer with no deep plug. If you got a deep plug, it's alright, but no deep plug, and it's just like, fuck. That's dangerous as fuck. So that looks like they're doing this stem design to prevent that, which is a great step forward. It's a great step forward, fantastic step forward. So we've got flat mount discs, no advantage here, just aesthetic about any disc brake. We've got the rims. I rate the rims. I rate the Giant Carbon rims. I rate the DT Swiss hub internals. Spoke breakages. I'm not sure what spokes you're using here. Some people have issues with spokes on Giant wheels. I don't have any issues personally. Mine have always been good. I've got a few pairs of Giant wheels. So they've always been good to me. It depends how you ride as well. If you grind a lot, you've got to pop more spokes. If you spin, everything's going to last longer. Your chain will last longer, your wheels will last longer, your frames, everything will last longer if you spin cadence. Apparently it's come tubeless ready out of the box. Interesting. I've ridden these tyres. I find it a little bit hard, but maybe it's a new batch, but I'm pretty sure I used the Gabriel AC one. Could be a new one, but I found it a bit harsh. But the beginning of that was on a TCR, and these diffuse seat posts on the telescope diffuse seat post is a great invention. I found it very, very cushion, a lot of cushion there. It also has a diffuse handlebar. I haven't used those before, can't really comment. The paint looks good. I know the Giant warranty is fantastic. So is a bike, would I buy one? If I was going to buy a new Giant bike, would I buy one of these? I'd probably get a TCR Advanced SL non-disc. I would love Giant to make a fucking direct mount TCR, alright? Direct mount TCR, or a direct mount Defy. That would be like asking too much, but that would be fucking the bomb. That would be the bomb, because I love super light carbon bikes, super light bling. But yeah, direct mount brakes, they work so well. So would I buy one of these? Probably not. Maybe yes, maybe no. I'd probably hold out to see what the new TCR is going to be like. Hopefully it's direct mount. and then maybe set one of those up. But otherwise, yeah, they are nice bike. If you do buy one of these, you're not going to go wrong. You're not going to go wrong. You got lifetime warranty. You got giant carbon, which is fantastic. Probably the best carbon on the market. Paint doesn't look too bad. That Defy seat post, very cushioned, very soft for all day rides. It's going to be a pretty reasonably lightweight bike. The new Ultegra stuff works great. So you're hard to fault other than the chain rings rub me the wrong way. I like the 4630 combo for this adventure style riding, which is Defy is basically a adventure style bike. It's designed for that. You can handle 32C tires. If you run up 32C tires, you're going to hit some fucking pretty steep climbs, gravel shit. So to not have proper gearing on there, I mean, a 1:1 ratio, that's probably going to be fine for me. But for the average rider who's buying this bike, they're going to be a bit overweight, they're probably going to be undercarbed, and they're going to struggle to climb up most things for the 34. Especially here in Thailand or Adelaide, Australia. I like bikes with easy gears that you're not having to grind. That you can actually use the cadence, use the gears like they're intended to. So I think we need to... Shimano needs to release a 4630 because I know the absolute black on there does work with these Shimano 11-speed cranks. Anyway, that's my honest, unbiased opinion. You're not going to get that from anyone else on the social media. Everyone's got their little biases or whatever. I'm a fan of giant bikes, but I'm not a fan of these gear ratios. Now that I've ridden a 4630, I am a convert. Evangelical 4630 convert is fantastic gear ratios, and I wish more manufacturers would spec it. Right now I've got these Praxis cranks, but they're heavy and creaky. I'm not a fan of, some of the Praxis stuff out there, but you can't put your Stages power meter on there. So I love the Shimano with an absolute black Stages power meter, super lightweight setup, lightest setup you can get for the money, and reliable, dependable. There you go. That's my rant and rave. That's the honest, unbiased opinion. New Defy is out. Looks pretty splash. And I was about to say specialized, but yeah. Anyway, I wouldn't buy one, not because it's a bad bike, but because I already got 3 Defys. But yeah, there you go. You got comments about it? Let me know down below. I do have a bike buyer's guide where I talk in detail more about what bikes I would recommend, price lists and stuff like that. So if you want the best ebook, best cycling book ever written for bike buyer's guide, it's like no bullshit, the best products, unbiased, unsponsored, straight up legit opinion. It's so rare in today's social media world where everyone just sells out for whatever they can get. Then get a copy of my ebook, and it'll be the best $35 you ever spent. It'll be a worthy investment, save you thousands of dollars. I mean, I've wasted so much time and money on certain bike product out there. It's just a massive letdown. So I've got a little list in the end of the book, which I update regularly. It was updated just a few days ago with all the best product I recommend. So I'd heavily recommend investing in that because it's going to save you a lot of time and money. Anyway. That's the video there, the Giant Defy. Always love it when Giant put out a new product because they do innovate really well. In the last maybe 6 years, Giant's really picked the game up at next level, and they've really driven home these new innovations, which most of them are quite good. I'm a fan of the Giant warranty and a fan of their carbon. Just wish they would put better gears on their bikes, better gear ratios.